Welcome back, YouTube. I'm very sorry we're a bit late, but hey, we're all busy people. And we're two of my very special guests tonight. It's very heavy snow and very heavy wind. So we're going to cut to the chase right now. Now, I know a lot of the guys out there absolutely sick and tired of this I'm a celebrity, get me out of here shit. So I have gone and got myself my very own PJ and Duncan. I'm doing it for you guys, so better recognize. Let's roll the intro and get on with this shit. And then, very, very soon, I'm going to introduce you to two very special guests. So let's get cracking with the knacking.
Come on! Sitting in a sleazy snack bar, sucking sickly sausage rolls. In a dirty old town on the back of the town, sitting back,
Hello, one and all. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. Now, I've got two very special guests tonight. One is returning. It's the horror homie Vas, and another guy is here for the very first time, and it is Mark from the Love of Movies. Come on in, guys. Yes. Now, Vas, you've been on before. Yeah, you've been on before, so you're dodging the 5 questions that no other channel dares to ask. But Mark, I'm afraid for you, it is your very first time. But first of all, what we're going to do, Vas, you've already spoke about your channel. So Mark, tell people who are watching who've not connected to you, what can we expect from your channel?
For the Love of Movies is a channel just about movies, basically what I tell. Movies I'm into, Sylvester Stallone, I love horror movies, all that type of stuff. Always try and get a little bit creative with me movies, with me videos. Coming up on my channel, I'm going to do some more DVD destruction. My next one's probably going to be, I'm going to tie some to some lemonade bottles and hopefully shoot them up as rockets. I'm going to do some more nature walks. And then I'm also going to do where I just go out buying and stuff like that around the doors, around the shops. That's basically my channel. I always try and get a bit creative with my videos. I don't usually just go, oh, I've got this, I got this, I got this. I always try and do little bits of skits and all that type of stuff.
Yep. Vas. Sorry about it. For people watching, we're having problems with the sound on Mark's mic. If anybody is a StreamYard expert, if they can tell us what the problem is, but there is a really bad echo on Mark's mic. So yeah, if anybody knows what to do, please let us know. So we're just going to have to keep muting and unmuting. So yeah, Vas, obviously, you know, as the horror homie, he is the man. He's got a horror-based channel. Yeah, there you go. He's got his big horror collection behind him now as well. He does a lot of great stuff. He's recently done his best year in horror as well. Vas, have you got anything in the pipeline coming up?
No, I'm taking it easy this month. I've got my competition on, which everyone is welcome to enter. But other than that, you can always check out my channel. I've got film reviews, horror documentaries, top 10s, haul videos, Halloween episodes of different TV shows, and I've got essential cuts of my favorite horror films. So come on down, check it out, man. Check it out.
Sorry, I just didn't want the comments pop up. Oh, God. Right, okay. We're going to kickstart. Before we go to the comments, I'm going to kickstart with 5 questions for Mark. Now, number 1. What is your favorite tipple? Is it Nuki Brown or a mug of Bovril?
Definitely have to go for Brown Ale.
Yes. Now. What? Oh, just Oh, that's better. Right. What is your favorite food? sickly sausage rolls, or meat pie and a mug of Bovril?
Oh, that's better. Right. What is your favourite food?
Meat pie and Bovril. That's echoing and echoing and echoing. Like,
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Hey. Oh, I was going to say it's not echoing. You've just muted your mic again. Okay. What is your favourite clothing? Is it a shell suit or one of those black and white striped football shirts that fuck up the scanners in the supermarkets?
being a Spurs supporter, I'm definitely going to have to go for shell suit.
You're a Spurs supporter? Favourite holiday destination? Durham or Ferry Hill?
Never been to Ferry Hill, so I'm going to go for Durham. Does Vas live in Ferry Hill, does he?
I'm a-
I'll never go to Ferry Hill.
Best way to spend an evening? Wining and dining a beautiful lady at Marco Pierre's White Restaurant with champagne, then home to slow music and passionate lovemaking, or getting blasted down the tune on Nuki Brown, balling with the Mackhams, then getting a blowy off a drug addict under the Angel of the North whilst listening to Fog on the Tyne by Paul Gascoigne.
Love the Angel of the North. Love Fog on the Tyne. So I'm definitely going for number 2.
Yeah. Right. We're going to go to some comments. Okay. Lost in the Real, Sean is here. Very excited for this. Thank you for joining us. We've got a very, very special guest here tonight. Mr. Frederick West. Has anybody seen my spirit level? I've got a wanky flat. It's good to see you too, Sean. Thank you very much. Oh, hang on. Fred West is saying, leave your mic on, turn down your volume. Oh, okay. There you go. Try that then.
What's that, Lee?
It sounds okay from here. Oh, it's gone a bit lower. Oh, that's gone up again.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
I'll tell you what, give us 2 seconds and I'll go and see if I can find some earphones. You just crack on.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. There you go. Sorted. So yeah, it's unexpected turn of events. We've got Fred West in the house tonight. So anyway, tonight what we want to do, we want to go on the holy grail to find the best action film ever made and what makes it the best action film ever made. Now, for me, a perfect action film needs the charismatic lead. It needs some bone-crunching action and some awesome explosions, etc. Yeah, that is an absolute classic, Vas. I will give you that. It is. My personal favourite is T2, but I'm open to debate on anything. Die Hard was probably one of my favourites as a teen. I used to know that word for word, but when I saw Terminator 2, blew it out of the water. What's your opinion, Vas?
I love Terminator 2. I think it's a brilliant film. I just think Die Hard's just a more enjoyable film.
Yeah,
I think it's I don't know. They're both so classic. It's really difficult to pit them against each other because they've one's got like crazy good special effects and a crazy good bag. Like the T2 is so cool in that one. I don't know. Personally, I like Die Hard.
I think the special effects as well still hold up to this day in Terminator 2, which is really good. Has Mark got some headphones? There we go.
Fingers crossed.
Is that working or not? No.
Let's have a look.
No.
Okay. Fred is saying, move your mic from the speaker. Have you? I don't know. Have you? Oh, it's still doing it.
How's that? No.
No, it's still really.
Still, I'll just have to keep muting it and that, like.
Yeah, it's just a pain in the ass, isn't it? But yeah, so what we're talking about, Mark, is what makes the absolute dog's doodah of an action movie. What is the best action movie ever made, and what makes it spectacular? Vas has gone with Die Hard. I've gone with Terminator 2. What's your thoughts?
The first action movie I ever liked was Die Hard, which I've got the T-shirt there.
Hey.
But then, growing up, I watched Con Air, and I thought Con Air was absolutely outstanding. Con Air was with Nicolas Cage. All the character development through that was just absolutely brilliant. Cyrus the Virus. But I watched Rambo 4 the other it was about a couple of months ago, and I just thought Rambo 4 just beats them all, like, no problem at all. Just the way that even little things in the background when they're throwing little children's bodies into fires and stuff like that, and when he gets his big gun, he's like, and just legs and arms are flying off everywhere. I just thought Stallone took it to the absolute next level.
I will say, Vas had a right go at me and Patrick about saying that Rambo 4 was better than First Blood. He got quite angry with us.
Rambo 4.
What do you say, Matt?
Say again.
Would you say Rambo 4 is better than First Blood?
Yeah, definitely. I think it just took it to the next level of complete brutality. Rambo 1's good, but there's only one death scene. Fair enough, the story's good, but Rambo 4 it was so brutal. The bit where he's like, comes up behind that guy, and it's not like a quick rip out you usually see in movies. It's just a slow, and you see his fingers going into his neck, and then just to rip it out, just absolute brutality. Like, it's by far for me the best action movie of all time.
Yeah, definitely. So there you go. It's conclusive. Vas. Rambo 4 is better.
I disagree, homeboy. I disagree.
But what's your thoughts on Die Hard sequels as opposed to the first? I know the first is the best, but number 2 I thought was a bit poor. It's too cliche ridden. Number 3 and number 4 were good. Number 5, obviously, I've heard there's a number 5, but
I love the.
What do you thought?
Number 3 is the best Die Hard. Like,
yeah,
I know Die Hard 1's got all that nostalgia, but I thought number 3, best story, got Samuel L. Jackson. Absolutely brilliant, all going around the city, and he just gets beat up a lot more than what he does in the other 2. Number 3 for me, definitely the best Die Hard. Like,
yeah, easy. Right, Mr. Bones is in the house. How's it going, Bones?
Hey, Mr. Bones.
What's up, Ricky and Vas? Whoa, show a bit of love for Mark as well, Bones. Come on. But yeah, right. So, Bones, we're talking about what makes the perfect action movie and why. So, I've said T2, Vas has said Die Hard, the original, and Mark is saying Rambo 4. So, again, I think they're all absolute bangers, but it's like a debate now, which is the best. Obviously, Vas doesn't think Rambo 4 is the best. He prefers First Blood, and he also got quite aggressive towards myself and old Patrick as well when we dared challenge that. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, Mr. Bones is now saying, "What's up, Mark?" Right. Fred West is saying, "Turn your speakers down. Second thing, go into your live stream settings, and you got 2 volumes Mute the one on the right, mate. There you go.
Awesome.
But it's just on my phone though, so I don't know if I can do. I haven't got like speakers. It's just on my phone, isn't it? Must be StreamYard because I use Teams all the time, and it's always all right on Teams. Like,
if you click on more, there's a second option.
That's right.
Then you've got mic. You've got echo cancellation and automatically adjust mic volume. I think you need to tick both of those two. Fred West must be doing a lot of streaming from prison. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I've clicked on them. What's that like?
Right. Oh, it's still doing it. Never mind. Mr. Bones is saying there's so many I like, a lot of them. But how about some Jean-Claude Van Damme? I love Bloodsport and Kickboxer. Bloodsport is phenomenal. Kickboxer's a great one as well. Who was that black dude in? Is it Billy Blanks? Can you remember that? He was great. He was a right fucking vicious bastard. Awesome. What's your favourite Van Damme film, Mark?
Sudden Death.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah, good one.
Is that the one who weighs in the ice rink? Is that Sudden Death? Is it?
Yeah.
Or is that? Yeah. Aye. That's my favourite, like Van Damme action movie. When it comes to the genre of like the tournament type, I think Bloodsport's by far like his best movie, isn't it? Where the guy gets his bone broken out of his leg and stuff. I love Kickboxer as well. Kickboxer's a good movie where I love all the training scenes when he's getting trained off that guy.
Yeah. Brilliant. That little Chinese dude. Lionheart, that was AWOL in this country, I do believe. Hard Target. Yeah. Nowhere to Run. I wasn't keen on that one. Death Warrant. That was the prison one, wasn't it? I wasn't overly keen on that. Right. Fred is saying. Go on, Mark.
I was just gonna say I like the one in the prison, like where with Sandman and stuff. I thought that was excellent. Like,
Yeah.
I've just done with Lonely Tree Entertainment. We went through every single Van Damme movie. But, like, it hasn't been released yet, but that took us about an hour and a half talking about every single Van Damme movie. But I like the one with the prison. And like you say, I hated how people call that one Lionheart. Fucking AWOL. Fucking AWOL.
It is. But yeah, Fred's saying he's going to give Rose a shout. She'll get the eldest up out of the patio. He's a wizard at this stuff. Get out of the patio. Oh, Eva's in the house. Hello, Eva. Thank you very much for joining us. Sudden Death is good. People call it Die Hard in an ice rink. They do, yeah. I wasn't overly keen on that one. I don't know. Fred saying his kids love Nowhere to Run. I got a joke actually. What's this? Excuse me. It's a mole in Fred West's back garden. Sorry.
That was a good one.
So Fred, I was going to call him Babs. It's Fred. He's going to go and get his eldest to try and sort out Mark's mic problem. Gareth from Video Tasties. Everybody relax. He's here. Hello. Thank you for joining us. It is a pleasure to have you here as always. Mark is trying to sort out his camera. I don't suppose you're a bit of a whiz, are you, Gareth, with technical problems? There's a real echo on his camera, even with headphones on. Keep typing. Oh, look at this. Matthew, good morning. And what about Chuck Norris? Basically, it's 4:30 on Sunday morning in Australia where Matthew is. So thank you very much for joining us. You are an absolute legend. Thank you for coming along. Yeah, we're just trying to sort, if there is any technical people watching, please leave a comment on how to sort the mic problem out we're having with Mark's microphone. There's a really bad echo, so he's having to keep muting and unmuting. And when Mark's talking, we can't actually say anything because it screeches and echoes. So I don't know what the hell's gone off. But yeah. Chuck Norris, I think he's very overrated. I'm sorry. Vas, what do you think?
That movie's quite good, actually. It's Silent Rage. It's like a slasher film, but it's a bit slow in the middle. But it's not. It's actually not bad. That one and Invasion USA, they're two pretty decent. Oh, what's that war one he did? Missing in Action 2. Brad, that's a good one as well. But I don't like the guy himself. I just don't like him. He gets on my nerves.
Yeah,
how's that?
That's good.
Is that better?
That's I can't hear any echoing now.
Oh, we done it.
Yeah! We got there. We got there. Right, what do you think about?
It only took us 21 minutes.
Hey, it's okay. We got there in the end. What do you think about Chuck Norris, Mark? Because I think he's pretty overrated.
I can honestly say I've never watched a Chuck Norris movie. I've seen him in Bruce Lee movie. I've got no interest in Chuck Norris just whatsoever. I don't know.
You must have seen Expendables 2.
Wait, that's not his movie. It's not like a Chuck Norris movie, though, is it? Was he in Walker, Texas Ranger?
Yes.
I've watched Walker, Texas Ranger, but I've never watched a Chuck Norris movie, just where he's the star of it. I've watched the Bruce Lee, Expendables, all that type of stuff.
Have you not seen Delta Force or any of that? No.
Nah, I've just got no interest in Chuck Norris, to be fair. Like. I know there's all the memes that he's like the hardest man who's ever lived and all that type of stuff, but I've seen trailers for his movies. I don't rate the guy at all, like his movies and that. So, my opinion,
where's he got this reputation as being this tough guy from? That's what I
don't know. He was the karate champion of the world, wasn't he? And he used to do sparring with Bruce Lee and stuff.
Yeah.
And when he was asked who was the best between you and Bruce Lee, he came out with, Bruce Lee's just an actor. Like, I'm a real fighter. So he came out with this tough guy image from then, I would have thought.
Maybe. Right. Rick and Panel, do you guys like the Expendable movies? I love them. Even number 3, although I'm hoping the next one takes it back to being a hard 18 as opposed to the family-friendly stuff.
The second Expendables was the best, Luke.
Yeah, definitely.
I just thought Jean-Claude Van Damme is the bad guy. I think he suits playing a bad guy better than he plays a good guy.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing as the bad guy. You just know when he's got that strut. He's got like his hair sort of slicked back. Just looks evil. He looks menacing, doesn't he? Like he's Ivan Krasinski in No Retreat, No Surrender, or when he's the bad twin, like in one of his movies. I think he's a better bad guy than Double Impact. He's a better bad guy than he is a good guy, I think. Like.
I think so, yeah. What do you reckon to the Expendables films, Vas?
I think they're all good films. I personally like the third one. I know it's not as violent as the rest, but I think Mel Gibson makes that film. Mel Gibson.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah.
Fred West actually gave me them on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the actual Fred West, but the Fred West that's in the comment section.
Oh, I thought maybe he posted it from prison.
No.
Silent Rage is a good Norris versus Myers. I've not seen it. It's the one you're saying is a slasher, Vas.
Yeah, it's about 1982, I think. It's pretty old.
I'd have to look out for that one. I think he's talking Michael Myers.
Oh, Michael Myers, all right.
It's like a slasher film, apparently, Vas was saying. Hero and the Terror is also a slasher type flick, if I remember right. Is that a Chuck Norris one as well? I'm not too sure. Oh, look at this. We've got the man Tony in the house. Hey, Tony, I've got your picture up in the background, man. I'm gonna work it into all my videos from now on.
Hey, Tony.
What's up, Tony?
Have a look at that beaut there. That is amazing.
Artist. Amazing.
He is, yeah, definitely.
I've got two of his pictures. I've got the Pennywise picture, and then I've got the thing as well. One. The Pennywise one's brilliant. Like
the detail on that's awesome. But obviously, my favourite horror icon is Freddy, so I really love that one. My fave Norris is Sidekicks. Wasn't that a kiddies film? I forgot about that one. Fred West is saying, Chuck Norris, the only man that's knocked more people than me. I'll take him out. I saw your video, Pabs, about you getting to Tesco last night. I actually went to Tesco myself yesterday and I forgot to bring my club card with me, so it was a pointless journey.
Oh, pointless journey, yeah.
Sorry. Right, Mr. Bones. I've seen vids pop up. I guess Jean-Claude Van Damme is coming back as villain's twin. Yeah, like Mark was saying, I think Double Impact, where he did the double acting and they had the good guy and the bad guy. I think he always plays the bad guy better. I think he looks a bit too soft in his normal sort of persona. Whereas when he slicks his hair back and everything and he's got the frown on, he looks the part. He looks a good villain.
Have you seen his new one that's out now? I think it's on Netflix.
No.
Jean-Claude Van Johnson.
Oh, no.
It's he's playing a guy that's actually a secret agent, and it's saying that he got into the movie business so he can spy on everybody. It looks like
I'm gonna watch that.
It's actually it's pretty funny. Like it's good. He's a spy for like the CIA or something like that. He's got into the movie business, and all his movies is just so he can actually be a spy on all the movie business. It's quite good. Like
he's good at parodying himself. Those Cause adverts he used to do were great as well. Where he's in the snow with his brilliant. Right. Well, before we go on, favourite Van Damme film. Mark, what's your favourite Van Damme film?
Well, I'd probably say the one in the ice rink, just obviously it's sudden death, but
yeah.
I don't know, I love Bloodsport. I probably would go for Bloodsport, but I would say his worst is Street Fighter.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Do you like Street Fighter?
I love it. I did.
Fuck off! It's fucking terrible, mate. It's terrible.
I think
he should never have been Guile. Guile's the all-American hero, and he's got this fucking belt and accent.
He's got the stars and stripes.
I know.
I kick that son of bitch bicycle. Yeah, great American accent there, Van Damme. But I think it was 101 Bronson. He was asking for a competition ages ago. What is your guilty pleasure? And I did that saying Street Fighter because I think it's amazing.
It's his worst movie by far for me. Like
my favourite serious film of his has got to be Double Impact. I reckon that's brilliant. But what's yours?
Definitely.
I'll give you a line. How does it feel to be hunted? That movie. It's got
there's the homeless people and he's chasing homeless people through the woods.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
Not to be confused with Surviving the Game, as we found out, because I always thought Surviving the Game was done before that, but it wasn't. It was after. So I apologise because I've always said Hard Target's a rip-off of Surviving the Game, but in fact, Surviving the Game.
I've never seen Surviving the Game.
Yeah, it's Ice-T, Charles S. Dutton. There's loads of people in it. F. Murray Abraham, Rutger Hauer. It's got an all-star cast. That dude as well out of Platoon. What's his name? God, he was in.
Rutger Hauer, is that him from Blind Fury?
Yes, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, really good film. Absolutely brilliant. Ice-T's a homeless man. They give him this job and they say, hey, come and work for us in the wilderness, and then they send him out and they say you got half hour to leg it, and then we're going to come and hunt you down and kill you. And then it goes from there.
For that, Luke.
It's the true the hunted's become the hunter, and You Saturday episode is great. Yeah. Jason Sy, good. His newest is Last Mercenary. It's bad. No action and dubbed. Okay. Sinister Arts
films.
Yeah, to be fair, films that are dubbed, I'll watch them dubbed first to get a gist of what's happening, so I know what, and then I'll watch them with the subtitles, because I feel like you miss. Like I watched The Raid in the cinema with subtitles, and I felt like I was missing quite a bit because I'm trying to read it, but there's all this action going off as well.
Aye, that's it.
But yeah, say again, Vas.
It doesn't have a ton of dialogue in that movie, though.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Just around the middle, isn't it, where they're hiding out in the walls in that flat and stuff like that. Tony is saying his favourite Jean-Claude Van Damme is probably Bloodsport and Universal Soldier. Universal Soldier was his first big movie, wasn't it, that went into the cinemas.
I love Universal Soldier. Dolph Lundgren with all the ear necklaces around this thing.
Yeah, and Body Count doing the song at the end. Ice-T's Rock Through. Body Count. Brilliant. Mr. Frederick West is saying, but Kylie is in it. Yes, she is in Street Fighter 2. You're right, Fred.
It doesn't make it a good movie, though, Fred.
It does when you're a teenager.
Oh, no.
But yeah.
The only good thing about Street Fighter was M. Bison. I thought he was excellent in that.
That was Raul Julia's last film, wasn't it? You could see he was having a lot of fun as well.
But he was ill when he made that movie, wasn't he? He knew he was going to die, so he put everything into it. And Jean-Claude Van Damme was coming up snorting cocaine and stuff. Because M. Bison's kids wanted to be in the movie and that, but it was terrible. I mean, Blanca, what was Blanca compared?
I don't know. He was some sort of...
it was like
genetic.
It was bad. Like,
I think the problem is they try to put too many characters in with very little backstory as to why they're the way they are, and I think it's.
But it was done. It was done really bad. It should have been done as a tournament, like Mortal Kombat. The movie was done, where all of them are meeting up and going through a tournament. They got Jean-Claude Van Damme. And they had his movies, Bloodsport, Kickboxer. They had a brilliant movie set up for him to come in and do a tournament base and win the tournament as Guile, but I don't know what kind of direction that went in. Like,
I think they wanted to make it more kid-friendly as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
For the moolah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Mr. Bones, I just want to eat. I just want to eat. Is that from? Oh, Universal Soldier.
Oh.
in that cafe, isn't it? Yeah. Matthew Binney is saying Spawn 1997, a good action horror, some good effects in that film. Rings a bell, but I don't know if I've seen it. Vas is the horror man.
Yeah, it's good. It's not much horror. It's far more action. It's a comic book film, isn't it? But it's good.
It rings a bell, but I don't know if I've seen it or not.
John Leguizamo was in it.
I can't remember Spawn.
A clown demon thing. He's really good in it. He's the best thing in the movie, John Leguizamo. Yeah. But it's good.
I can never pronounce that guy's surname.
I just keep seeing Fred West's photo come up on my screen. I'm just like...
Anyway, Babs, I've got a joke for you because you keep posting these jokes. So a Yorkshire man, he goes to the vets and says, "Hey up, can you have a look at cat? It's a bit poorly." And the vet says, "Is it a Tom?" He says, "No, it's here in basket, look." Yeah, I'm sorry.
There's a bale of hair just went past the screen there.
Yeah, a bit of tumbleweed. Yeah. Some people are so judgmental, aren't they? Yeah, I can tell just by fucking looking at them. Right. Mr. Fred West, kid in Platoon you on about? Cheese Sun Funker. No. It was, I can't remember his name. He was in Surviving the Game. He was in Are We Done Yet? Platoon. Big, tall, proper Southern American dude. I can't remember his fuck. John C. Riley or something. John C. McGinty or something like that.
McGinley, John C. McGinley.
Yeah. Is that it? Yeah, that's him. Yeah. He was in
isn't he?
Surviving the Game. Yeah.
He's a good actor.
Black Eagle was a canny flick. I beg to differ there, I'm afraid, Pabs.
I don't
beg
like
to
Black
differ.
Eagle. No.
He was a baddie in that, but it was a bit crap, wasn't it? Was that his very first film?
Who, Jean-Claude Van Damme's?
Yeah.
No, it was
Retreat and Surrender, wasn't it?
I thought Black Eagle was before.
No, it was the gay kickboxer.
The gay kickboxer?
The gay kickboxer. That was his first movie.
Never heard of that one.
You want go on YouTube and type in Jean-Claude Van Damme, the gay kickboxer, and he plays this camp as anything kickboxer. It was before No Retreat, No Surrender. Straight crap.
Right.
It's ridiculously.
Enemies Closer is a solid Van Damme as a bad guy film. I've not seen that one. I've not seen a lot of his films lately because he just seems to be a bit like Bruce Willis, making straight to fucking bargain basket fucking films.
I think once it got to about 2000, it was all just crap, wasn't it, from Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Well, he was a druggie and an alky, wasn't he? And that was it.
Yeah.
Fucked his career off, didn't it? Matthew Binney is saying Surviving the Game is Ice-T's best movie. I'd say Trespass would be my favourite, but yeah, Surviving the Game, New Jack City, Ricochet, he played a small part in that.
Yeah.
New Jack City for me, I think New Jack City.
Yeah.
He was brilliant.
I think Trespass. Yeah, Trespass, I think, is an amazing film, and it's done all in one room, more or less, isn't it? It's just really good cast, really good story. But I like Walter Hill films as well, so that sort of helps. Fred West, you went to see Rocky IV on Thursday. Nothing like original, brilliant. Was that in the cinema room at prison? How did you see that? Yeah.
I've watched the final fight scene on YouTube, and they've added extra bits, and Dolph Lundgren's got a bit more dialogue in it, but it's a bit more realistic, in the original, how he just comes in, leaning with his head in, just getting punched in the face. Yeah. He edited it so it doesn't look like he's getting beat up as bad, that he's actually putting up a bit more of a fight, and the punches aren't like boom. It's more of a slap, as if it is actually a real boxing match. I thought the new one's definitely better than the original. I thought. I've only seen the fight scene. I haven't seen the rest of the movie.
So I mean, is it a director's cut, or have they added bits and changed bits and used CGI and stuff? What have they done?
No, it's just a director's cut. He had loads of spare footage left over from the movie, bits that got cut out. Yeah. He's added them all back in, and it's like new training, new dialogue, new conversations with Adrian. There's a conversation with the boxing border control and all that type of stuff.
All right.
I think it adds an extra 20 minutes onto the movie.
Well, I heard it was about an hour longer originally, but
did not take the robot out.
Yeah. I think they have took the robot.
No.
Carl in the 09 is in the house. Evening, guys. Hope all's well. Hey up, Carl. How are you?
Hey, Carl.
Chinsum Funker. Yeah. Right, Carl, what's your favourite Spider-Man movie? As I've just bought pretty much all of them from HMV. My favourite Spider-Man is probably the original one with Tobey Maguire, I think. I've not seen any of the new ones, but yeah.
I like the one with
Spider-Man 2 with Dr. Ock, is that his name? That's the best one.
The Tobey Maguire ones.
Yeah. But the second, the Spider-Man 2 though.
Yeah.
I think it's better than the first.
Mark, you're a bit of a fan of the modern sort of
I like the new one. I like the new one with Jake Gyllenhaal, how he's controlling all the drones and all that type of stuff. I just thought all that looked really good, But I used to have on VHS the original 1970s. It was called Spider-Man versus the Dragon or something like that. It was really bad, but that's the first Spider-Man movie, I think. It's terrible. Used to be a TV show with Spider-Man, really bad web slings and that, and they made 2 movies of it. I used to have that on VHS.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, there you go, Carl. Okay, Mr. Frederick West. Chinsum Funker. I give up. I'm half cut. Is that your Foster's from Tesco last night? Oh, there you go. Monaco Forever as Gay Karate Man. Is that the name of the film then? Morocco Forever.
Ah, maybe so. Just type in Gay Karate Jean-Claude Van Damme and it'll come up on YouTube. And he does this kick on some guy and then, do you know, like a proper camp run? Like that. Like he runs away up the hill like that. I was creasely.
Running camp like Steven Seagal. He's also a background dancer in breaking. Well, that was actually Ice-T's first film as well. No. There you go. Little fact for you. Will the AF stand-up DVD be out in time for Christmas? I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not. I actually did do a bit of stand-up once upon a time in local boozers, but it all ended pretty horribly when I went to an Irish pub once. So yeah, I never did it after that. All I've commented about was Irish people being simple devices for turning Guinness into piss, and it all went downhill from there. I got bar stools thrown at me and everything. Right, Carl, I would love to know what Mark has planned on YouTube next. Well, you must have missed the beginning bit, Carl, but tell us again, Mark.
Well, I'm going to do some more DVD destructions. So my next one's going to be, I'm going to buy a load of lemonade bottles, 2 litres, and I'm going to fasten with some duct tape the DVDs to that. And hopefully, I'm going to fly them up into the sky and they can smash up. I'm going to do a few more nature walks as well, just walking around talking about movies. And like I always like going into shops and just doing my collection ones. Like I don't like where you go into a shop and just show like the shelves, you know what I mean? I mean, anyone can do that, but I want to gain more confidence talking out in public. So my plan is to maybe go to a busy high street and try and talk in public and that, you know. You look like a bit of an idiot, but I think it looks good when you're just out and about in public and that, just walking about, talking onto your camera. I mean, people probably think that you're just talking to someone anyway, you know what I mean?
But do you have a selfie stick, though?
No, I'll just be like walking around like that.
All right. I mean, I think you as a person, you're very entertaining. So when you're doing your nature walk as well, really, if I did something like that, just walking around with a DVD through the woods gabbing, it'd be fucking crap. But you just make it very entertaining.
Yeah, I'm hoping to go to like different places, like maybe there's a big waterfall. My plan is obviously to talk about a movie, but also just show a couple of different places that's going around in that, you know. Like we've got a high force waterfall, which is, I think it's the biggest waterfall in England. That's right next to us. We've also got, not far from me, is Sycamore Gap. I've done a video for that already, which it's in the Robin Hood Prince of Thieves movie. So I might do another walk there, talk about the movie, then get to Sycamore Gap at the end again. Because I've done that ages ago when I wasn't as confident on YouTube. But I want to do that again, go up to Sycamore Gap again.
Yeah. Now, I challenge yourself, Mark, and anybody else on YouTube to actually strike gold as Vas did with his haul at the charity shop. That was absolutely incredible. Do you think, Vas, you'll ever spot anything like that again?
Nah, that's me. That was my year there. I was having a good year then, but yeah, I enjoyed them. I watched them back sometimes and I can't believe it, how much stuff I got. Yeah.
And you kept reminding us they're only 5p when you're holding the disc. I think it's brilliant. I love that.
And only 5p.
Yeah, 5p, mate. 5p, mate. Yeah, I'm loving it.
The place I've been going to lately is cash converters. Yeah. What I think happens there is people shoplift and then they go to cash converters to trade them in. So I end up getting a new Blu-ray for about £1.50, you know.
Oh, brilliant. I'm going to have to go and check out a few of these pawn shops. Mr. Fred West is saying, Monaco Forever. I've watched that while on top of our last Rose. Fred West again. When Drago fights Apollo, they sort of rub his nose in it. So when Rocky goes to Russia, he tries to rub Rocky's nose in it, etc., etc. Sort of explains bits in the original. I'm looking forward to seeing this. So I might have to nip and see it. Is it still on at the
tried-
cinema, you know?
No, I think it was only one night, and then there was a live audience for Sylvester Stallone streamed all over, like a question and answer thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But I tried to stream it at my dad's house, but we couldn't find a stream for it. But there's just little things changed. Like, do you know at the end where all the Russian board are like stand up and start giving a standing ovation?
Yeah.
In this one, they're all just storm off. And then it shows Rocky sort of walking out the ring with everyone cheering him on and that. Just little extras that are added into it. Like, it looks really good. It's the movie I've been looking most forward to this year. Like,
yeah, it's my favourite Rocky film, that one.
Number 4. Yeah.
Easy.
Number 4 is the best, definitely.
What's your favourite Rocky film, Vas?
I like number 3 with Mr. T.
Oh, yeah, and Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I like the sound effects when he boo, boo, boo.
I want to fight you, sucker! I want to fight you! Yeah, brilliant. Right, Fred West. I love Stallone, but I'm more of an Alan Titchmarsh. Oh, God. Ricky, do you think they'll make a Greasy Strangler 2? I hope not. You know what? I said it's not worth the rewatch. I don't know if any of you guys have seen the Greasy Strangler, but I saw it for about $5.99 on Amazon on Blu-ray, free delivery, so I thought I'll get it. And I watched it again, and do you know what? It's still shit. It's just, oh God. I can't even describe what sort of film it is. It's got the dad who's this old scrawny bloke with a schlong down to his kneecap, and the son who's got this massive hairy bunch of pubes with this tiny little acorn todger, and they're sharing this fat woman between them, and the dad is some sort of strangler who greases himself up and goes out killing at night, and he has grease on everything, grease in his coffee, grease on his fucking. God, I don't think I've ever seen a film like it. I really don't. Do I think they'll make a number 2? Probably not. I don't think that film would have generated much cash. But yeah, Vas, if you like horrors, you've got to watch The Greasy Strangler.
No, I'm going to skip that one, thanks.
Yeah. But yeah, it's enjoyable. It's an enjoyable watch, but it's fucking weird. It really is weird. Tony loves it. He's seen it over 10 times apparently.
Mental.
Right. Any thoughts on Fast and Furious 9? Absolutely none at all, Carl.
I haven't seen it.
Is that the new one that's just come out, has it?
I think so.
What we're up to now? We're up to number 9 now. I haven't seen the newest one. I've seen all the first 8. I haven't seen number 9.
I remember buying the Fast and the Furious on DVD from Blockbuster or whatever when it first came out. I tried watching it at least 2 or 3 times and fell asleep every time, so I just never watched any of the others.
Is number 9 John Cena? I think number 9's got John Cena in.
What about The Rock? Is he not in that?
I don't know if The Rock's in it or not. I think it's John Cena's Vin Diesel's brother or something like that, and I haven't seen it yet. I just know like a little bit of the story behind it. I'm not sure if The Rock's in it or not, to be fair.
Well, Carl's still not seen it anyway, so it's irrelevant.
I want to watch it though. My wife always goes. My wife's seen it. She always goes to the cinema to watch all the new Fast and Furious with her mate. Like she said, it was all right, just the usual. But I mean, I don't know how much more you can do with the Fast and Furious. They're gonna have to be going to space or something next. You know what I mean?
Well, it wouldn't surprise me. I'm surprised my wife's not watched some of them because one Statham in a couple of them.
I was pretty much done with them. Do you know when they jumped out the plane in the cars and they landed on the road perfectly? I was just like, nah.
Are you into Fast and the Furious, Vas?
Not really. I thought they got good again when I think it was 4 or 5. They started getting good again, and then by the time they hit 7, it was so over the top. They just weren't fun anymore, and it's all about family. They all talk about his family, and I couldn't give a damn by any of them. So no. I watched it.
Where it's come from the first one, where it was just about street racing. The first 3 were about street racing, and then it just went completely over the top, like.
Right, Mr. Bones, he's saying, worst one, Carlinio. They send Rome and Tej to space.
Ask for the go to space.
There you go, Mark. You Mystic Mark.
I should be right. I should be writing these things.
Right, Mr. Fred West chipped in again. Paddy walks into a chippy, says, can I have 12-inch cheese pizza? Wife says, do you want it cut into 4 or 8 slices? Paddy says 4. I don't think I could eat 8. That's a blonde joke. AJ's Movie Place is in the house. Good evening, AJ. Thank you very much for joining us. Vas, do you know Clarky?
Don't
How
know
many
what that
Clarkies
is.
are there? You know what I mean?
Is this somebody in the tune?
No idea.
Must be someone from Ferry Hill, is it?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Vas, are you actually from Ferry Hill?
No, I'm right close there though. It's just down the road.
When I was doing my research, that came up as the roughest area in the northeast, Ferry Hill. I was like, oh. Ferry Hill in Durham.
I live in a place called Poolside. It's Moorside, but people call it Poolside.
I thought you lived in Constant or
Constant.
Yeah.
Constant's the town, but then I've got Moorside's my little village that I live next to Constant.
Right, okay, I'm with it. It's all Newcastle to me.
I've never go to Newcastle at all, to be fair.
I thought I was talking to a pair of Geordies here.
I know I'm not a city person. I don't really go to Newcastle or Durham. I'm more just go to towns and stuff and that, you know.
So you just over where you live on holiday then?
No. I only live about a 25-minute drive from Newcastle, like, but it's not somewhere that I want to go.
No, oh, man. But that's where Fog on the Tyne was.
I know. I've been
Fog on the Tyne is a mine, no mine. Oh, you've let me down.
It'd have to be a special occasion. It'd have to be a special occasion, like going to the arena or maybe it's going to the football to go there. Like, I don't go out drinking there or nothing like.
Yeah. Well, maybe two of you can help me. How does Gaza claim rights to Fog on the Tyne? How does he claim ownership to some fog? This is what I don't understand. And if the fog, is it the Fog on the Tyne? What if the fog shifts over to, I don't know, Yorkshire or something like that? Does somebody on the moors pop the other, oh, Gaza, off my fog, that's mine now? Or is it still Gaza's if it goes away from Tyne's side? How does it work?
Gaza's just always drunk, so he thinks he owns the fog, but really he's just pissed up.
Ah, right, okay. Because
obviously,
to be fair,
if you go to see Raoul Moat and try and take Raoul Moat to McDonald's, who was like a killer,
yeah,
you can't be all there, can you?
I don't think that was Raoul Moatly funny. But yeah, I think Gaz is a legend. I would have loved to have gone on one of his piss ups with fucking Danny Baker and Chris Evans. That would have been legendary. I probably wouldn't have come back alive. How did Danny Baker afford to keep up? Because all I know from is the Daz Doorstep Challenge.
No,
you can't make much money out of that.
On VHS, I had Danny Baker's Own Goals and Gaffs 1 and 2.
All right. Oh, he did do a bit of comedy, didn't he?
It was a football comedy. It was just like Ronnie Rosenthal hitting the post from 6 yards out and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
Where are you from, Ricky?
Originally, I'm from High Wycombe, which is near London. My family's from Slough, but then I moved to Rossendale in my early years. So I was living northwest. I then moved to Salford and then down to Derby, where I've been since '99.
Ah, right.
So I've been up and down the UK. But it was hard moving from the southeast to the northwest because I was called everything from Cockney wanker to fucking God knows what. It was terrible. And
we're usually nice people up here.
Well, yeah. But
where you live.
I was at school. It was Rottenstall and Burnley and all that.
Right. Should have kept in Newcastle.
Well, yeah, I'll probably, yeah, I'll be wearing a black and white striped shirt, but now, wouldn't I?
Oh,
All right, Katie is here, popping the popcorn. Thank you very much for joining us. Bones is saying, hey, Katie. Katie's saying, hey, Bones. Magpie
hello.
Movies is in the house. Evening,
Get up,
gents.
Magpie lad. Another Geordie.
Good evening. It is, the Geordies are taking over. Great to see Marky Mark live. Mark, is this your first time live?
First live, my first live YouTube performance.
And you're doing very well.
It takes someone special to get us on.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Vas. This is your second time live. How are you finding it now? Are you a bit more settled?
Nah, man, still got nerves.
Oh, mate, but you're so good at it. Last time we had Vas on, Mark, Patrick was saying Vas is the man who inspired him to go in front of the camera. So,
Right, cool, man.
I inspire lots of people.
I remember Vas. Vas wouldn't go in front of the camera for a while. He used to do all the great editing videos, and all of a sudden, like, he came on front of the camera. I think you're good on front of the camera, to be fair. Like.
I do, yeah, definitely.
A lot.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
It's Vas giving me the idea to do live streams. That's the reason I'm doing this now. So
I've taken off my first few videos because they were fucking terrible. Like, I've done a review for the Lost Boys, and I watched it back, and all the time I'm like, so I just thought I'd knock that off straight away.
Yeah, but I'm still like that in my videos because I don't rehearse anything. I just roll the camera and hope for the best.
I think you've just got to make your first one, haven't you? And then move on from there, like.
But it's good to go back and see your first video and see how you've evolved, and like my editing. I'm still not at Vas's level, but I've still got a lot better than I was because I never knew how to edit anything. So,
what do you use for your editing, Vas?
I use Premiere Pro
Oh.
editing software, Adobe.
Is that a laptop?
Well, I do on a desktop mostly. I do some basic stuff on a laptop because you need quite a powerful computer to do the editing.
Yeah.
So,
but that's it because
son's game.
I was.
Son's game.
Yeah.
I think
supposed to be making a film next year. Yeah, definitely. He is 100%.
I do my best.
Yeah. Your editing, Vas, is awesome, especially that. You did a music video. Mark, you did one as well, actually, didn't you? In the same vein as Vas's style, where you did like a lot of
80s movies.
Yeah. But Vas has done a couple like that as well, and it's like awesome.
That took me ages, because I was using all my DVDs and I was just recording them off the TV.
Is that how you did it?
Then I put them all together, but now I found a thing where I can just get them off YouTube and just download them straight away dead quick. So I wish I'd found that before I stood there for 2 hours recording loads of DVDs. Like,
you do the next
Vas,
one.
How do you do yours, Vas? Because yours is like top notch, isn't it? It's like
his is like high quality, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do it kind of off the cuff. I don't normally have music set until after I do a basic bit of editing. Then I think of a song or a bit of piece of music, and then I put it on, and then I adjust everything to match the music, and then then I just, the more time I have, the more stuff I can do to it, stick effects on it, and have like text and all sorts of, just try and make it as exciting as possible. I'm proud of all the.
My favorite one of Vas's was that. Do you remember the one you're doing, the Nick Kershaw music?
Yeah, man, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was brilliant. That was brilliant. Brilliant. Like.
Yeah. I think my favorite video of Vas is still his charity shop win. that was legend. It was so great. It had to be done in more than one video.
Yeah,
that was brilliant.
Excellent.
That was
video tasties. Greasy Strangler watch party. I've never done one of those. I don't know how you actually do one of those, to be honest, where everybody's watching the same thing, because you can't upload it live, surely, because you'll get absolutely battered off YouTube for copyrights.
Everyone needs
Mr. Frederick West is in again. He's saying Fast and Furious. Come on, they started out mugging wagons for PlayStations. Now they're saving the planet. Yeah. Carl saying hello, Paul. Matthew Binney, Scene Open Fire with David Carradine. On the VHS cover, it says the Master of Kung Fu is back in action.
I've just started subscribing to Matthew Binney. I've watched a couple of his last videos. He's got a good channel. Like.
I'll tell you what, I always thought Gareth had a massive VHS collection at Video Tasties until I saw Matthew Binney's. Fucking hell. Christ almighty. What was the last new big film you watched on BBC ITV on Christmas Day? Oh, you're going back some years now. Yeah, because they used to have the Bond film on, didn't they, on Christmas Day and stuff like that. And they always used. I can remember behind Radio Times when I was younger and ticking off everything I wanted to watch and record because you only had 4 or 5 channels, didn't you? I don't know. It's probably a Pierce Brosnan James Bond film, but I honestly don't know. What about yourself, Vas?
I don't know, man. It's been a long time. I don't watch terrestrial TV. I can't remember the last time I watched anything. I think I don't even have the schedules or anything on what's on. I don't know, man. I can't think. Maybe Great Escape or It's a Wonderful Life, like stuff that I don't own. If that's on, I might tune into something like that.
Yeah. What about yourself, Mark? Can you remember the last big film you saw on Christmas Day on a...
Honestly, can't remember a film. The last thing I remember watching on Christmas Day just on normal TV would be like the Gruffalo or something like that.
Yeah.
Or the Gruffalo's Child or Witch on the Broom or whatever that is. I usually watch those things because I don't own any of them on DVD or anything. So
yeah, my daughter's got all those. She loves them. I don't know. Are they doing part 2 of the Highway Rat this year or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I like all those. I like all those things. Like, but for movie, I mean, like I say, years ago when I used to just record Back to the Future and stuff off the TV and stuff over Christmas, you know, and you used to get your magazine and circle all the little movies you wanted to watch, and then my dad always used to get us 3 VHS tapes to record loads of movies over Christmas. Yeah,
and you only make the mistake of recording. Is it long play when you've only got a slow play video once? And then everything's dead fast, isn't it? What the fuck? But yeah, right. Look who's here!
Hey,
Rosina
sis.
Fawad. Is that your sister, Rosina Fawad?
Yeah.
Bish Vegas ain't the tune. Bish Vegas, is that the nickname for it?
It's Bishop Auckland. That's her name for it.
Oh, is that where you live, Bishop Auckland, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Ah, right.
Oh, that's so it's not Ferry Hill then. That's the main thing.
But, yeah. Always could be worse. Always could be Ferry Hill.
Fred West
Is that where the big
Jesus.
army centre is? Used to be.
Yeah, it's TA down here. Yeah, just
my father-in-law used to be used to run all that, like the TA centre down there.
Champion.
What's Fred West saying?
He's saying, Jesus, I'm not saying Moorside is scruffy, but last time I was down there visiting my mate, the rats were wearing overalls. Honest, my mate's Hoover had mud guards on it. Oh, yeah, this was one for Vas last time. PJ or Duncan?
Go on, Mark.
Oh, for me, which one's which again? Is PJ Ant or Deck?
PJ's the one with the massive. Oh, they both got massive foreheads, aren't they?
I like Deck. I like Deck the best.
Is Deck the more manly one?
It's no manly one. Which one's that?
Let's take out our earpiece because we don't know what I'm sure is going to happen now. Like,
and then the other one, he talks a bit like that, like.
I think it's the squeaky one. The squeaky one.
The squeaky one. Oh, yeah. I prefer the other one. Is it Ant and Deck or PJ and Duncan? No, to me it's PJ and Duncan still.
Yeah, PJ. Well, I don't know because all the stuff they do now, it's Ant and Deck, isn't it?
Yeah, but it was PJ and Duncan when they're singing and stuff like that.
Yeah, the only thing I remember from Baker Grove is where he got blinded when he shot him with a paintballs.
Yeah.
Blinded.
Back. Yeah. I used to love that show. That was brilliant. I bet Vas likes that.
I watched a couple of episodes. That was it for me.
Well, I asked Vas on the 5 questions last time if he preferred Biker Grove or Geordie Racer, and he didn't know what Geordie Racer was. Come on, Mark.
I don't know what. What's Geordie Racer?
That's made up.
Geordie Racer, Geordie Racer flies. The pigeon dude. Oh,
no. I know Geordie Shore.
Yeah. Danny from The Girl in the Movie is in. Hiya, fellas. Great
Danny.
stream. Thank you very much for joining us. Mr. Frederick West is saying, not meet 3 better fellas on a stream, chaps. Hey, serious question. When they make a film about me, who would you like to see play me? I'm thinking Tom Hardy. Who would play Fred West?
Fred West. Who would play Fred? I was thinking of Pablo. Who would play Fred West?
Have they not already made a TV?
Have they?
I'm sure they have.
One of my best mates used to look exactly like Fred West. We used to call him Fred West.
I may love that. I wonder if they ever would do. I mean,
you'd have to get a British guy. You'd have to get a British guy, though, wouldn't you, to play him? I mean,
yeah,
where's
or you could get somebody playing a British guy.
Where's Fred West from?
He was up north somewhere, wasn't he? Because wasn't he?
Wasn't our father?
No. In fact, I was thinking of the Moors murderer, wasn't I? Fred West. I can't remember where he's from.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Myra Hindley and whatnot. They were the north, weren't they? Yeah, I can't remember where Fred West was from. I wonder if they ever did ground force at his house. That would be quite surprising, wouldn't it? If they started digging up around there. Christ almighty. But yeah, I don't know who would play Fred West. I think Danny Baker.
Danny Baker's a bit too old to be Fred Wesley.
Well, maybe. He's a scruffy bugger though, isn't he?
Oh, definitely.
He'd make a cracking tramp if he smartened himself up a bit.
The only person that's springing to mind is James Corden. He's the only British guy I can think of at the minute. Fat guy.
Yeah, plus he's really unlikable as well, so he'd be perfect. Yeah. Who do you think, Vas, would make a good Fred West?
I don't know, man. I'm looking at his face and I've got no idea.
There's no one springs to mind, does it, by looking at him?
No.
James Corden. Yeah.
Right, popping the popcorn. I do all my reviews in my take on. I think that means in one take on my camera. I'm exactly the same. Me and Pablo, we normally just get smashed, put the camera on and see what happens, and then hope for the best. And then I'll just do a bit of editing the following day when I've got my hangover, and that's more or less how it goes. Vas, you're a bit intricate, aren't you, with your videos, aren't you? Because you say that you're not happy with some of them, so you're not going to put them out, and then
that's right, man.
Yeah. So do you have like a script you stick to, or do you just?
It depends. If I'm doing reviews and things, I do use a script because I like to keep things as tight as possible because I waffle like anything. So I just like to keep. Cause I don't like long videos either. I think if my videos get too long, then I know I'll get sick to see myself talking all the time. So I try to keep things, say what I want to say in the very, very condensed version. And
Mark, I'm assuming you're a bit of a one-take kind of guy.
No, I do a few takes.
Whoa!
I mean, when I first started, I used to write like an A4. I used to write an A4 bit of paper, like with bullet points to go off. But then you could see in some of my videos, I'm like looking to the side to read it and stuff. And then when I was reading it, I was going like, what I was reading. So then I just thought, fuck it, I'm just going to wing it. So now I just completely wing every video. I just turn it on. Maybe just make a couple of cuts here and now and there, then add a few stuff in. But every video I do now is just completely winged, like not thought about at all. Like.
Yeah, definitely. I always think that's. I think if I was doing from a script, it wouldn't be right. It just. Yeah. It wouldn't feel right. But it's
like I'll probably talk for about 4 minutes, and then want to go on to somewhere else, maybe change the angle or something. So I'll stop it, restart it, and then just go on to like different stuff like that. But everyone's just come. I get like little ideas. Well, I used to get little ideas in my head at work. Because my work used to be quite boring, so I used to like think of stuff of what I could do, like just going to the caves or going to a bridge. or going to a waterfall, or going into the woods, or like when I made the 10, what was it? The 10 subgenre horrors. Like I thought up loads of little ideas like that, like the Blair Witch was chasing us and all that type of stuff.
That was your
But
best.
like,
that was good, that video.
But like I say now, I just like all of them are just completely winged. Like I'll think of little things in my head, or where can I go to film that, and then I'll just go and I'll just completely wing it when I'm there. And hopefully no one will be there as well. There's sometimes I've sat there waiting for people to go out of the way, and I'm thinking, what are you fucking hanging around for, man?
Yeah.
Like I'm some weird guy sat at the top of the hill looking at them with my phone. I'm just thinking, just fucking piss off, like.
Yeah. I've done it before. In the end, we just jump in the car and we record going around like when I was dressed as Samuel L. Jackson and stuff like that. It's just, you think, look, do you know what? Sometimes I'm not going to see these people again. If they think I'm a fucking crank, so be it. Let's just go with it.
I remember once I went to the Gill Caves to film something. I can't remember what I was filming, and there was a family turned up. And they were there for about an hour taking photos of each family member in different positions. And there was just me, some weirdo, sat on top of the hill, like watching them. They must have thought, who's that creep up there, like?
That's brilliant. Mr. Frederick West is saying, I've got a home movie of our Rose with her top drawer toy. We named it Rabbit Fire. Squirts better than Fireman Sam, she does. Okay.
I've had 3 cans. I'm just going to nip to her a piss, and I'll be back in a minute.
I don't blame you, buddy. I don't understand what that is. This year's Superworm. Oh, this year is Superworm. What does that mean?
I have no idea what that means.
I don't know. That was a paintball that was gink. I don't know. Paul of the CNC looks like Freddie West. I don't know who that is. CNC? I don't know. Is that a news channel? I'm getting sacked on Monday for name dropping. I don't know. That's gone over my head as well. Matthew Binney, VHS. You've seen Bear Island, action adventure 1979 film starring Donald Sutherland and Christopher Lee. I've not seen that one, Matthew. No, I like a bit of Christopher Lee, though.
Yeah, me too, but I've never even heard of that one.
No, action, yeah. Bear Island. I've heard of Adventure Island. Video Tasties. What would your dream job be? I'm applying to be a shower cleaner at the Playboy Mansion. My dream job would be being a porn star. I think that would be better than cleaning the showers. What about yourself, Vas? What would your dream job be?
In my younger days, I always dreamed of being a film director.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, there you go.
That's why I do my
definitely
filming.
It's never too late, Vas. I'm going to be doing my film next year. That's what I mean. So it's like,
what sort of film?
Oh, you don't follow on IG. I've wrote a screenplay and I'm doing a film script for Ricky and Pablo the movie, and we're doing it like a mockumentary, whereas we're getting a few scrapes and some mishaps, and we've got a camera crew following us around where we're pushing the YouTube channel, and we're going to do it. There's going to be quite a few let's just say extreme scenes in there as well. So it's something that, and I want to include a lot of other YouTube channels in one way or the other, where it means we take it to the road and we drive around the country or this, that, and the other. I'm still writing the actual dialogue now. I've got the ideas, got the screenplay. We know what we're doing. There's going to be brief nudity in there. There's going to be sexual references, drug references, etc. So it's going to be for adults. But if it turns out okay, I can get it streamed on Amazon or something like that. So it'll be.
That sounds really good.
Yeah. Look, I've been saying it's on my bucket list to make a film, and then I just thought, you know what? One day I was talking to Patrick, and he said, just do what you're doing on YouTube. I thought, hey, you know what? Why not? We'll do a mockumentary. So it is. We don't need flash camera equipment and this, that, and the other. So it's just getting the story around now and getting the ideas on paper and just shooting it basically.
Wish you all the best with that, man. That sounds good.
Yeah, that's why I was quite keen to know what you use for editing, because I can't really use my mobile phone for that. I need to probably purchase a desktop computer for it. But yeah, anyway, Mark, Video Tasters is asking, what would your dream job be? I'm applying to be a shower cleaner at the Playboy Mansion. I'm assuming he wants to chisel off Hugh Hefner's jizz off the side of it, but hey ho. But what would your dream job be, Mark? I've said a porn star. Vas has said film director. What would you say?
Yeah, I'd definitely like to work in the films, like just not like an actor or anything like that at the front. Just something, I don't know. Even if I'm just carrying equipment around in the background or doing the movie sets and all that type of stuff. I think I'm quite good. Like
it would be good.
Just a lottery winner, to be fair. Like.
Right, so Mr. Fred West is saying, them woods you visit has to be the second highest rate of suicide in the UK. Mate, I worry every time I see you out there. Well, I don't think he's going to top himself.
Yeah, do you know that bridge that's in the end of all my videos?
Yeah.
That I walk towards, that's the second, like you say, it's the second highest rate of suicide in the UK, is people jumping off that bridge.
All right, okay. Yeah.
So it's always like when I'm going to film stuff, you always look around the corner, like to see if someone's lying there, you know. They've got them. That's why if you look on the top, it's got them fences on the top where people have to try and stop people, but it's not stopping anyone.
In Bishop we've got viaduct, and people have been have hoid themselves off there. They call that the suicide bridge. But
just motorway bridges around here. That way, I suppose, if the landing don't kill you, a lorry can. But, yeah.
Smush.
Yeah. So
don't worry, I'll never jump off.
Good. That's good, because I like watching your vids, Mark. Well, no, that would be an impressive vid, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But apparently, years ago,
going down.
My dad said years ago, people used to hang off it as well, like massive rope, and you should just see people like swinging, like just hung there as well, man.
Yeah. You've got to ask when he comes back about Paul on CNC, mate, and the other two comments too. What's CNC, Mark?
Computer numerical control. That's what job I used to do. All
right. Okay. Well, apparently he'd be great at playing Fred West.
Definitely.
This is the year. This year is Superworm. Apparently.
Superworm. What does that mean?
I don't know. He said about the other two comments. Let's have a look. Where have we got back? I don't know. It was when you disappeared for a slash. Right. Paul at CNC looks like Fred West. Oh, I'm getting sacked on Monday for name dropping.
All right.
There you go. I don't know if that's a joke or what. I don't know. Right. He says he'll tell you what gink is too.
I have no idea what gink is like.
I think he could be. There you go. Sorry, Fred. You don't know what gink is. What happened to Rod Hull's aerial install business? Well, it collapsed, didn't it? Same as him. I bet it was Emu who fucking chucked him off the roof, to be honest. I bet they had a balmy whilst they're up there. And then I think, you know what? If Rod Hull had his hand up a bird's ass that could fly, he'd still be alive, wouldn't he? I don't know. I just think there's more to it than meets the eye. I think Emu played a part in that big time.
Yeah, definitely.
I really do. But yeah, in New Year, mate, let me get Xmas out the way. I'll chuck a wedge your way, mate, to help you make your movie. Oh, no, you don't need to do that, mate. You don't need to do that at all. It's completely free. Nobody's getting paid for it. We're all just doing it because we want to do it. If it does get streamed, I'm not going to charge for it, because who the fuck am I, basically? Nobody's going to want to pay for it. So let's just go for it. It's just going to be a bit of fun. And again, it's all about spreading a bit of love to other YouTube channels. That's what made me want to do YouTube and include other channels in it as well. That way, you don't need to be actors. You can just do your thing, can't you? And then so long as me and Pablo look like complete scumbags, we're okay. We are okay. Superworm Julia Donaldson.
Oh,
that's right.
who done the Gruffalo and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never heard of Superworm, like.
No, I've never heard of that. So my comments are frozen again. Unless there is no more comments. So we're coming to the end of the show then.
Already?
Well, I don't know. If nobody's, well, there's still people watching. Hey, ask some questions, guys. What do you want to know? I want to know what your thoughts are on what is the ultimate action film. Because we're still undecided. What is the best? We've got Die Hard, we've got Terminator 2, and we've got Rambo 4.
So what do you two guys think of Con Air?
I saw Con Air in the cinema. Yeah, I can remember it was in Bury, in the northwest. There's a Warner Brothers cinema there. I don't know if they still do that. And it was some sort of anniversary, and every film was a quiz. We spent like the whole day there. We saw... is it The Fifth Element with Bruce Willis, Con Air? We saw some others as well. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant day. And Con Air was a big surprise because I didn't know much about it when I saw it. Just
that's my second favourite. Like.
I think Face Off.
What do you think, Vas?
I think Face Off is a better film than Con Air. Just my opinion.
John Woo does some awesome films.
Face Off's good. Like. I just think with the characters like Cyrus the Virus and Garland Green and. Just there was so much character development in every character. That was brilliant.
Yeah.
Entertainment.
I'm your daddy, little girl. The only thing.
Hang on, I'm gonna have my Chinese is at the door. I'll be 2 minutes.
Ah!
Getting the food
What's
in.
his name? What's his name? Oh, okay. It wasn't a paintball that blinded Deck. It was Ant's gink. Gink is Geordie slang for spunk. Okay.
All makes sense now.
Hey, what's up, guys? Ricky, Mark, Vas. Good to see you three. Thank you very much, Ant, for joining us. It's good to see you here, buddy. Mr. Frederick West, check the above comment. Hello again, Ant. Yeah.
Deleted it.
I don't know. I'm assuming he meant about the spunk. If you end the stream, I got to go and watch Rubbish with War Lass. Is that I'm a celebrity by any chance? Oh, Fred West is saying, don't go. We won't go. We'll stay here for until 8 o'clock at least. Mark's Chinese is going to be getting cold now, though.
My Chinese has just arrived there.
Does that mean it's time to go, Mark?
No, my wife's gone up to Costa Coffee because she gets these 3 things on the app. So she's going up to there to pick someone up, and then when she comes back, it might be about 8 o'clock-ish, and then they'll head off then.
Cool. That sounds good. I've got to be up at 4 in the morning for work anyway.
What do you work as, Ricky? Just wondering.
I'm a supermarket manager.
All right, which supermarket?
I'm not going to say on a live stream, but no.
Right, no bother, man, no bother.
Yeah, but I will tell you any other time. But yeah, it's because of the content in my channel, I don't want to advertise where I work because it could actually be a bit of conflict. But
what about you, Vas?
I've got a few properties that are landlord, and that's what I do. Yeah.
Wow.
Hard work.
Awesome.
I can picture you, that's being like the landlord out of League of Gentlemen. You know, the newsagent owner, the crazy Sicilian landlord. No, never mind.
Sorry.
You must have used to watch the League of Gentlemen. Is it a local chef for local people? No?
I've never seen.
Oh, it's a classic.
Sorry,
Never mind. Too good to go app, mate. Is that what you've got, Mark? Right, Bruce Lee fights back from the grave. Good, bad action movie. Right, I've not seen that one. This guy.
So what's that, like No Retreat, No Surrender he's on about or something?
Bruce Lee fights back from the grave. Good, bad movie action. I don't know. I've not seen it.
That must be the title of the film. You know some obscure films. I've never heard of it.
What do you think of No Retreat, No Surrender?
That wasn't he a baddie in that as well?
He was, yeah.
He was like
Ivan.
boss, wasn't he? Yeah.
Ivan Krasensky.
That was him. Yeah, yeah. That was again. I've not seen that for fucking years, but
I love it. Like, I think they could
Yeah.
have done a lot better with that. But because obviously you've got Bruce Lee coming back from the dead to train Jason, and then he ends up fighting Jean-Claude Van Damme at the end. I think they could have went. Obviously, they've got a 2 and 3 of No Retreat, No Surrender, which are absolutely crap. But I think they could have done a lot better. Like, I don't even like. If you think Rocky Marciano, they could have done a boxing one, or Babe Ruth maybe he's done a baseball one of No Retreat. Like, do you know what I mean? Like them coming back as ghosts to train people, but they completely ruined it. I think if any movie got remade of Jean-Claude Van Damme's, I think No Retreat, No Surrender. Like,
yeah. I've got Best of the Best box set. I've still not watched it yet, but I've seen 1 and 2. I didn't know there's about 4 or 5. But number 2 I thought was brilliant. You know where Chris Penn gets killed at the beginning, then they go on the revenge. Yeah, really good. Eric Roberts, Chris Penn, that Chinese bloke, I can't remember his name now, but he was really good. He was like the main fighter in it. Really good film.
Eric Roberts was in Expendables 1, wasn't he? He was the bad guy in Expendables 1.
I can't remember, to be honest. Was he?
I think so, wasn't he?
I'll be honest, I wasn't.
I might be wrong, like.
I wasn't keen on the first Expendables. I didn't think much of it. And then I saw number 2 and it was like, yes, loved it. But Arnie played a bigger part in it, didn't he?
With Best of the Best, what put me off that is, you know, when they're all crying in the ring at the end.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just like, fucking hell, man.
The first
it was a good movie. It was a good movie up till they started crying in the ring. I was fucking hell.
Yeah, the first one I wasn't keen on, but the second one I thought was really brutal. I loved that film. Fever Dreamland Theatre is saying, hey Katie, now Ant, please tell me, what is the best action film? We've got Die Hard, we've got Rambo 4, or we've got Terminator 2. Please let us know, because nobody's actually letting us know. So we need to have like a competition going here and say,
you said Terminator 2 today, and I've been listening to that Guns N' Roses song that's in Terminator 2 all day. Like,
yeah.
You could be mine. Excellent, like.
I love that George Thorogood song, though, Ben. That is an awesome song. Right, Fever Dreamland Theatre is saying best action. Are you ready for this, guys?
Ready.
Yeah, I quite agree, but not as good as T2. Predator.
Good one.
Love Predator. Love Predator.
I always look at that as more of like a, it's not horror, is it? But I look at it as like a sci-fi sort of film. It doesn't scream action, does it? Because it's like got a monster in it.
I still think it's sci-fi horror, me, like.
Two's got a robot in it, man. That's sci-fi. You can't get more sci-fi than that.
There's not a robot in it, is there? There's, what, you mean Terminator?
Predator.
Yeah, I'm saying Terminator's got a robot in it. That's sci-fi. That's just as sci-fi as Predator is.
Yeah, but it's more action, because let's face it, the robots are human, aren't they?
Predator's action all the way through, man. What part of Predator doesn't have any action in it? It's action all the way through. How way, man.
It's my
sci-fi action horror.
Shut the fuck up. But okay, hands up, yeah. No, don't get me wrong, I do see Predator as an action, but it's just because it's got the monster in that, like, horrific monster. It just, I don't know.
One ugly motherfucker.
Yeah, one ugly mother.
Come on, kill me now, come on.
Do it now. Yeah, exactly, That's the only problem with Terminator, is because he's a robot and he's got no feelings or anything like that. You don't get that.
You just get, I'll be back.
Yeah, you don't get the sound that can only be described as Arnold.
Get to the chopper.
Like where the Predator's batting him. Absolutely brilliant. But yeah, Predator is fucking amazing. I love that film. That's a good one.
John Wick. I'm not a massive fan of it. I like John Wick. I've only watched the first 2. I haven't seen the third one, but John Wick, it's a good action movie.
Yeah. Number 3 leaves you just leaves it on such a cliffhanger. You get right into it, and then it ends, and you think, "Fuck! I want number 4 now." Brilliant. I love Ian McShane in that film though as well. I love Joy. He's absolutely brilliant.
I still think Speed is Keanu Reeves' best action movie.
Yeah, I just don't like Dennis Hopper as the baddie.
Do you not? Oh, I like Dennis Hopper in that. You stopped the bomb from becoming. Brilliant one.
Yeah, but it's like on Eraser with James Caan as the baddie. I mean, like, and they have a serious Arnold Schwarzenegger versus that pensioner. It's like, he fucking batter him, but it was like, it's not very realistic. What do you think on John Wick, Vas?
I agree with Mark. They're good action films, but I don't think they're like. For some reason, they don't really speak to me. It's like I don't think of them as classic films. They're really good action films, but I don't think of them as classic films like I do Die Hard or Predator or Total Recall and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think
overrated. I think.
Yeah, I think Hollywood have got the. They need to be more PC these days, don't they? And I think it's getting to the stage now, whereas they're focusing more on set pieces and CGI than they are on actual character building and stuff like that. I watched that film Nobody, and I thought that was really good, but that's not going to go down in the realms of classics, is it? Let's face it.
Agreed. Yeah.
Lethal Weapon.
Really film.
Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon. Yeah, that started the whole buddy cop, didn't it? That was brilliant. Video Tasties is saying Action Jackson, Rapid Fire, and Sudden Death are a good time. Action Jackson, Rapid Fire.
Action Jackson's.
That's what's his name? Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers. I've never seen Rapid Fire.
That's Brandon Lee, I do believe.
Yeah. That's good as well. They're all good films, then.
Yeah. Sudden Death. That's Van Damme again, isn't it?
Yeah.
You seen Sword Kill Ghost Warrior, 1984. Yeah. You keep.
He's got some movie knowledge, him. Like he's just like all movies.
Yeah,
it's an encyclopedia of movies. Like,
yeah. I'll tell you another guy who keeps correcting us, and he's not on tonight. Is the Dutch film buff? He's like the walking IMDb. He's absolute. His knowledge is amazing. I've not seen that one, I'm afraid, Matthew. I'm assuming neither of you guys have either.
Never even heard of it. Never mind seeing it.
Me neither.
No.
Who's in it? I don't even know who's in it.
I don't know. It just says you've seen Sword Kill, Ghost Warrior, 1984, good action film. I've seen Ghost Dog with. Is it Ghost Dog? Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah, I've got that on DVD. Like.
That's cool.
Yeah. Anthony's saying, yeah, it's a mixed sci-fi horror action. Fair enough. Yeah, definitely. He's talking about Predator again. Yeah. It is an action, of course. Any film with Arnie, and I can't say is a horror. But
end of day.
Well, he's getting stalked by a monster, isn't he? So it's no more different from getting stalked off Jason or Mike Myers. It's you're getting stalked off an alien trying to kill you. So for me, it's
but there's a difference between some poor little teenager getting stalked off some serial killer than Big Arnie getting stalked. You are not stalking me.
I mean, they skin them alive and everything. So I mean, that for me is horror, the gore and all that.
Those men did not disappear. They were skinned alive. He's brilliant. Arnie is the best action star ever.
No, Sylvester Stallone.
No, he's not got. Come on, you're never going to get another Arnold.
No, you never get another Sly.
I don't know, yeah, but all you need to do is talk through one half of your mouth to be not me. No, don't get me wrong. You always think of action stars. I think Sly.
They're the two. They're the two, aren't they, at the top?
Yeah, and then you've got your lower down, Seagal, Van Damme, people like that. But
I would put Seagal so far down. I think Seagal's made 2-3 good movies. I think it's two Under Sieges. I think Nico, and apart from that, that's me with Steven Seagal. Like.
What about Marked for Death?
Nah,
yeah, Marked for Death.
If that's the best you got, I'm just gonna have to kill you.
Hard to Kill's really good as well, I think.
Yeah, Hard to Kill, Marked for Death.
I think
that's a really good film.
Yeah. Exit Wounds.
The ones he's made lately, he's just a big fat guy with a weird fucking
and stupid shades.
he went further downhill than anybody, to be fair.
Yeah. I think he's a bit schizo, isn't he?
Yeah.
Very strange. If you look at some of the videos about him on YouTube, he's like the most hated dude to work with in Hollywood.
Yeah.
God. Right.
I would love to have watched him and Van Damme do a movie together. But the egos would have been like, who's the good, who's the bad guy? Like.
Yeah, because that's another video you keep seeing where people keep saying, do you think Van Damme's a good fighter? Can I laugh in your face?
Van Damme was a proper black belt or something, though, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think it's come out now, but back in the day, they're saying he was a ballerina or something. But now the footage has emerged now with the whole
Steven
internet.
Seagal's like a fucking master of Aikido or something like that, isn't he?
Yeah. But he's supposed to be...
Cool.
Yeah.
The close-up fight he does when he's like in Under Siege 2, and he's got a knife and he just moves so fast. I think it's wicked.
Yeah, he is good. He's not very good at kicking, though.
He's just good at all the... Aikido's all just blocking and using someone's body weight against them, isn't it?
Yeah. Right. Say again, Vas. What did you say?
I said he doesn't do much movement, but very close up. He does good fighting when he's like proper close to his adversary. I think he excels. But he doesn't do much high kicks and stuff like that, does he? And splits. No. He doesn't do that stuff.
See, I think in a real fighting situation, like a Mike Tyson would just knock a Steven Seagal just clean out. Like.
Well, he did in one of his films. He was the first person to ever beat Seagal, wasn't he? Yeah, good old Mike. Fucking brilliant. I love Mike Tyson. Right. How, lads, check out the Guns N' Roses Funko Pops album with the zombie faces. Fantastic. I'll have a look at that later then, Fred. Maybe for non-stop pure action, I would go with Mad Max Fury Road. That is a good one. Number 2 is the best one. I've heard there's a third with Tina Turner in, but...
Mad Max is... Mel Gibson's good, isn't he? Mad Max.
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon. Yeah. Braveheart. Excellent actor.
I think
to be fair, Braveheart's my favourite. Probably my favourite Mel Gibson movie. Like, love Braveheart. Yeah.
Lethal Weapon 3 is my favourite of that, guys.
Yeah.
So would you have Braveheart as a action movie, or no?
I'd say so. Yeah, because it's full of scrapping.
Or is it more like a drama?
I'll put it as an action.
Action, isn't it? It's more battles.
Yeah.
Like Rambo 4 not like a war movie rather than an action film? I know there's action in it, but action.
I suppose, right? I mean,
I'd say Predator's more of a war film than Rambo 4 because at least there's a team of people.
How can it be war film? They're not at war with the Predator, is it? The Predator's after them.
But that's it. But look at how it starts out. They're going in to get Jim Hopper, aren't they? And then they find out he didn't disappear. He was skinned alive.
Soldiers, but it's not war. What war is it? It's not war. It's not.
Yeah, but Rambo's not really a war film, is it? He's just one-man killing machine taking on. Yeah, but he's taking on the whole of the fucking.
Rambo 2, 3, and 4. He's like a one-man army against an army. Is that not like?
Yeah, but four's more like a rescue mission, and he's not like in a war. It's like a rescue mission.
He's up against an army, though, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. The Burmese army, aye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Suppose you could say it's more of a war movie, I suppose. Like.
I don't know. Let's just change the subject.
Conor,
very defensive. The second you mention,
I'll go for Conor. I'll go for Conor, and Conor's my favourite one.
Yeah.
Put the bunny back in the box.
Yeah, I'm your daddy, little girl.
You just made best friends with Cyrus the damn virus.
Yeah, and that Steve Buscemi's character is like
Garland Green.
Yeah, it's some sort of pedo or something like that.
I got the whole world in his hands. Is the plane's crashing? You think? Fucking hell.
Brilliant.
He's excellent, Steve Buscemi, you know.
Yeah.
Most underrated actor ever, him.
Definitely.
Like in Armageddon and everything. Fucking fantastic.
he's just such an odd-looking character, though, isn't he? He's just like
He suited that Garland Green character down to the ground, like fucking brilliant.
yeah. Fred West is saying Saving Private Ryan was a great action movie.
But without that, he's trying to wind Vas up there, isn't he?
War film, man. No way.
He doesn't like it, Vas doesn't. He doesn't like it. Just don't mention First Blood being inferior to Rambo 4, because that does get.
Is that the best war movie though? Saving Private Ryan?
No.
What do you think it is?
Well, I used to think Saving Private Ryan. I love Platoon as well back in the day, but my favourite war film now has got to be Hacksaw Ridge. I think that is phenomenal.
That's a good one.
What do you think, Vas? What's your favourite war movie?
I think I could go with Platoon. Not a big fan of maybe Casualties of War. I've got a soft spot for that film because it's proper emotional when you watch that. Like, it's a very affecting movie because it's about the horrors of war, isn't it? It's not just about the fighting; it's about the horrors of war, and that thing that really shows it. It's Michael J. Fox and Sean Penn. Sean Penn is amazing film. He's so good.
Imagine Michael J. Fox now trying to shoot the bad guys with a machine gun. He'd be shooting his own team and everything.
Yeah.
I heard Michael J. Fox, he went to have a piss once and ended up fucking coming.
Oh, the poor man. Poor man.
Sorry. Right. Fred West is saying, I'm getting some work done on my Predator Dutch knife. Gonna look mint getting it framed with my quad poster. I'm looking forward to that because your Rambo knife collection was awesome.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. Commando or First Blood Part 2 are tied for best action. I put Commando well above First Blood Part 2.
Yeah, I put Commando.
Although Commando was supposed to be, wasn't it supposed to be a sequel? I think it was, Gareth was telling me that it was supposed to be a Rambo sequel.
My favourite Arnie movie, though, is Running Man, to be fair. Like.
Yeah.
Love Running Man.
Yeah, not aged very well now, though, has it?
I love it, me.
I think
my fist right down your throat and break your goddamn spine.
Yeah. Yeah, brilliant. Sub-Zero now, just Zero. Right.
He was a pain in the neck.
Yeah. But I think Commando's still got the best one-liners, though. When he snaps that dude's neck, doesn't he? Put that blanket over him. Don't wake my friend. He's dead, tired.
He's the king of one-liners, like.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So Fred West is saying, Mark, how many you had, mate? I'm on my 8th since show started. Our lass is getting 4 times cooked chips with her steak.
4th, no.
Ah. That was my joke by Rabbit Fire. That was the Mrs. Sex toy, wasn't it?
I don't know.
My favourite action movies, T1, T2 and Predator and Mad Max, Die Hard and Rambo 1 and 2 and Last Blood.
What do you think of Last
Blood? I enjoyed it. Now,
I thought it was brilliant.
I'm the
it was
first
Home Alone on
admit,
steroids.
I'm first, well, it was on PTSD drugs, wasn't it? But I'm the first to admit it wasn't like your other Rambos, but you got to remember it was like a decade after the last one, and he'd gone back home and he started, because that was how the franchise began. He just came back from Vietnam. He was looking for his buddies from the army, wasn't he? And then they're all dead, and then he went off on a bit of a schizo run, didn't he? So he had been home. He got his hair cut. He got back into normal sort of life, sort of, except for digging fucking crazy caves under his house. But I've just really enjoyed film. The only thing I regret is that the Americans have got the version that's uncut, where it delves into his PTSD more, whereas we didn't get that, not even on the Blu-ray release. So that was just I didn't know. Say again.
Was Last Blood cut? I didn't realise.
Yeah, it wasn't cut through violence or anything like that, but there was scenes where he's rescuing some people. from some sort of swamp or something like that in a heavy rain, and his PTSD was kicking in. Just scenes like that were cut from it, where it was delving more into his PTSD. I don't know, but it sounds like it would be a lot better than the 80 minutes we got of the version we had. So, but I really enjoyed it.
He was taking on like the Mexican cartel, wasn't he? I thought the bit with his knife, where he dug it into there and then snapped the collarbone out. I was like, I was watching that. I remember watching it at the cinema, and I turned to, I was like, fucking hell. Like.
Yeah, it was gruesome, wasn't it? That I saw that at the cinema. It was
like the guy's head out of the car. I was Home Alone on steroids. Yeah.
And he ripped his heart out at the end, and it cut it out.
Fuck! It was like slowly going down as well. When it was like.
Yeah, the only thing
I would love to have seen Stallone do Rambo 1 now, because I think the difference would be immense. Like, it would have made it a lot more brutal than what it was.
Yeah, definitely. But again, he wasn't a massive star back then either, was he? Really? He'd done Rocky.
He'd done his Rocky. Rocky 1, Rocky 2. Then it must have been. Was it Rambo 1 after that?
I think it was 1981 or something like that. First Blood.
Yeah, because he was shredded in that way. Rocky 1, Rocky 2. He wasn't as ripped in that, was he? So
he done that football one as well. What's that called? Where the
Escape the Victory.
Escape the Victory. Had you not done that as well?
Yeah, where he played the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Michael Caine. That was a really good movie. I enjoyed that as well. His first movie was a porn movie, though, wasn't it?
What about Over the Top?
Love Over the Top. Love it.
That's the arm wrestling one, isn't it?
Yeah, I love Over the Top. I think that's absolutely brilliant. The kid, when I watch it now, the kid annoys us like his son, but I still love it. Like when he's all in the arm wrestling, gets headbutted and everything. The guy's drinking the gasoline and all that. Excellent movie.
Yeah. Brilliant. Jamie Hart is in the house. Hello, Jamie. Thank you for joining us. Mr. Fred West again. A quick impression of John Wayne. I've had 8 beers and our last thinks I'm going to stop. Like hell I am. Oh, God. Jamie Hart. I had a boyfriend in the early 90s who was into karate, and he forced me to watch Van Damme movies constantly. Good lad.
Good lad. Sounds like a good lad.
You should have stayed with him. Well, Jamie's saying that Braveheart is a love story with lots of violence. I love it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a drama, isn't it? Like, to be fair, like very dramatic.
Yeah, but I always associate love stories with like chick flicks and stuff like that, and you wouldn't call Braveheart a chick flick, would you?
No, definitely not.
I'll tell you, the best chick flick for blokes is True Romance. That is one.
Never seen it. Yeah, I've never seen True Romance.
Why not?
It's Christian Slater, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's good in that. He is.
Never seen it. I like Christian Slater. The only actor I don't like is that Matthew Broderick.
Well, I will tell you this. Look at it on YouTube after the scene where Chris Walken kills Dennis Hopper. One of my favourite scenes in cinema history. Yeah. It is amazing. I don't know anybody who's seen that and says, "Hey, this is shit," because it's fucking amazing. It's just so violent.
Do you know how you just get one of those movies you want to watch, but you never get around to watching it? It's just one of those movies, like.
I've recently got it on 4K in the box set, and it still holds up to this day. What do you think, Vas? Are you a bit of a True Romance fan?
I love True Romance. It's my favourite Quentin Tarantino film. I know he only wrote it, but of all the films he's anything to do with, my favourite is True Romance. I like it more than Pulp Fiction. I think it's tremendous. The first 10 minutes is a bit slow, where he meets Patricia Arquette, but after that, as soon as they meet Drexel, from then on, it's ace. Love it.
Yeah, Mark, if you've never seen it, just look out for Gary Oldman playing a pimp. It is amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I think it was Tarantino's first film he ever wrote. And originally, Clarence, who Christian Slater played, he was walking around with a script for Reservoir Dogs, trying to push it as well. So, but they took that part out of the film, obviously, because Reservoir Dogs had been made by then. So, but yeah, it was a really, really good film. I love it.
Christian Slater's had some good action movies, though, like, honey. Hard
Yeah,
Raid.
it is.
Broken Arrow. What a movie that is.
John Woo film,
Amazing.
wasn't it, with John Travolta? Yeah, brilliant.
God
I
damn, what a rush.
Yeah, I said, God damn, what a... John Travolta's not a very good action star. I like John. I love him.
I like
but-
John. Me, good. I like him. Phenomenon. I like that. I love Phenomenon.
Yeah.
Phenomenon.
Yeah. What's the one where he played the angel? Was it Michael or something like that?
Yeah, Michael's good. I like Michael. I like John Travolta. I like all John Travolta's movies. I don't think I've seen a bad one.
Wow.
Is that
I
so
Look
bad?
who's talking, I suppose. Yeah. No, they weren't bad back in the day. Look who's talking. Right. So, Matthew is saying, I put Sword Kill Ghost Warrior VHS on YouTube 2 months ago. I will check that out after this, Matthew. Steve Buscemi is Adam Sandler's best mate, and Adam Sandler's hero is Leslie Nielsen. Shut the fuck up about Leslie Nielsen. Fuck's sake.
He loves a bit of Leslie
time
Nielsen.
Last time Vas was on, it ended up being an audience with Leslie fucking Nielsen. It was just talking about all the comments. Leslie Nielsen is Leslie. Shut the fuck up about Leslie Nielsen.
I like Naked Gun. Naked Gun's good, like.
Yeah, but that's it.
Oh, what's that one where he was a priest?
Repossessed.
That was
Yeah,
good.
yeah. Okay, let's change the subject anyway. Yeah. Best war movie is Enemy at the Gates. Do you know what? I don't think I've seen it.
I like We Were Soldiers, like. I think that's my favourite.
I think that's the one with Jude Law in, I think.
What, Enemy at the
Jude Law.
Gates?
Harris. Jude Law, Ned Harris. I think, yeah. It's fine. I
I've
think it's
not-
set in Europe. In one of the European
Fred West
wars.
is agreeing with Jamie, saying, damn right. I'll have to check it out then. But if Vas can't remember, it can't have been that good. Full Metal Jacket, that's a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
Very good one.
Fred West gave me that on Blu-ray as well.
Did he?
Yeah.
You gotta pick your friends more wisely, man. I'm fucking Fred West. I wouldn't be admitted to taking gifts off Fred West. Yeah, I think Full Metal Jacket is more.
He gave us a Rambo knife as well, me Rambo boot knife. So he gave us me Rambo
Yeah, I
boot
saw the
knife.
video. Yeah, that you open your DVDs with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Full Metal Jacket was more looking at the Vietnam War through the media's eyes, wasn't it? If I remember rightly. Yeah. The first half of it at the training camp was fucking brilliant. Hey, light bulb head. I'm assuming that's me because I've got lights around me. Mel Gibson and Sly Stallone are the two biggest actors to have loads cut from UK movies. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I know Lethal Weapon 2 was heavily cut big time.
I tell you, a good action movie, what about Demolition Man? That's a hell of a movie, that.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what though? I think the thing that made Demolition Man wasn't Sly, it was Wesley Snipes. That was definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Because I think he was a bit washed up back then, wasn't he? Old Stallone. He wasn't doing much.
Yeah, he went downhill. Then he came out with Demolition Man, and
he just done Cliffhanger, and that was it. I think he just done Cliffhanger, and then he did Demolition Man. But I think while they were making Demolition Man, Cliffhanger hadn't come out yet, so they probably didn't know it was going to be a big hit. But yeah, but Wesley Snipes.
I love Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger. I thought Cliffhanger was a bit of a flop when it was released.
Did you? I remember going to the cinema to watch that.
Yeah, I saw the cinema as well.
Yeah, but Cliffhanger came out, and it seems to be one of those films that sort of progressed as time goes on. Whereas,
he made those like Cliffhanger, Demolition Man, and then he made like Avenging Angelo and stuff like that, and it was just the Specialist was good. I love the Specialist.
Yeah,
I wasn't keen on the Specialist.
James
What's
Woods
that one he did with? Yeah, did he?
No, I said he makes the film. He's the best thing in the movie, James Woods. He's the
I can't remember much about it.
And Assassins as well. Assassins came out around that time as well, didn't it?
Antonio Banderas.
Yeah. I want to be number one.
Yeah. What was his name? Now I kept calling him his name. Kept saying his name, didn't he?
I can't remember.
Fucking brilliant. Antonio Banderas, he's brilliant. And Desperado, that's a really good action film that he did as well.
Yeah, I think Assassins came out the same
year. Was it the same year as Assassins?
Yeah, I think.
But that again. Yeah, definitely. definitely. That was like uber violent when it came out, wasn't it? Obviously, you watch it now, it's not that bad, but back in the day, it was violent as hell. Fred West, getting on about First Blood being done today. Vas, I said yesterday, mate, didn't I bought Gibson and Mad Max the way he thought made you think he's awesome, man, mate. How many fucking drinks have you had? What?
I don't get man, mate. What?
Right. Mark, you speak Geordie. What's
that one? Needs deciphering.
Getting an old First Blood being done today. Vas, I said yesterday, mate, didn't I? About Gibson and Mad Max, the way he thought made you think he awesome, man, mate. I don't know.
Can you crack the code, Vas?
You have to give me a bit of time, pen and paper, and a bit of time. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Write that one again, Pabs, because I'm not too sure what that's all about. Eliminators is the ultimate action film. It has mandroid, mercenary, ninja, and scientist team up. Eliminators rings a bell.
Never heard of it. Don't know.
I think it's 80s, I think.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. It rings a bell. Over the Top is my favourite Stallone movie from the 80s, aside from Rhinestone.
Rhinestone. Dolly Parton.
I've not seen Rhinestone.
Oh, McDonald had a farm.
Is it? What's that about then?
Dolly Parton tries to make Sylvester Stallone into a country western singer.
Oh my God. No, that doesn't sound like it's for me. Although it sounds like it could be a comical watch at least.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one, Vas?
Nah.
No.
Doesn't sound like my cup of tea.
Jamie Hart is saying, what is William Wallace's motivation for his violence? It's love. I thought it was more because he didn't want the English invading, but hey-ho.
Yeah.
No, they invaded and they raped his wife, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, I suppose, yeah. It's more revenge.
So he just lost his shit, didn't he? And created a rebellion.
Yeah. Well, I suppose.
Good Braveheart, though. Freedom!
Freedom! Yeah. I still don't understand what's the deal with painting half his face a different colour.
It's better than South Park.
It looked good, didn't it? That was the main thing. Jamie, Braveheart is a love story. Give me your bank details. I'll send you a one-way flight to Newcastle for you. I'm lifting the flags now and getting rid of our lads. Guys, got to know, go now. Going to give the movie Finch a go. Take care. Speaks up. I've not heard of Finch.
Who's movie Finch? Take care.
Great stream, and we'll watch the rest tomorrow. Thank you very much for joining us, Carl.
See you, Carl.
The best war movie for Ant is Apocalypse Now, but I finally saw 1917 the other night, and that was really great too. Apocalypse Now wasn't
good.
I mean, Apocalypse Now for me, I know they say it's the greatest Vietnam film ever made, but I just wasn't. I think I was too young to watch it, basically. And it didn't hit the right note. I think if I watch it again these days, it'd probably be a lot better. But at the time, I didn't really understand what the fuck was going on.
I went to the pictures to watch 2 war movies just before coronavirus hit. I can't remember one of them. I remember one of them was Midway, and that was rubbish. Like,
oh, that was shit.
Yeah.
That was terrible. Midways.
I was
rubbish.
Well disappointed. Like, I seen the trailers and I thought this the cinema is going to be awesome, but no.
That was a rubbish film.
And what was the other one, Matt?
I can't remember. I know that was rubbish as well. It was Dunkirk.
It must have been.
Dunkirk.
Yeah, that was crap.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy. Why did they even get Tom Hardy? Like, it could have been anybody flying that plane. What a pile of shit that was.
There's no backstory to any of the characters.
No,
or
it could have been me flying that plane instead of Tom Hardy, and nobody would have known the difference.
It could have been. I'll tell you what, that would have been a comical ride. That would have. I would have gone to see that. Definitely. It could have been. It could have been us in formation. Mark at the front, me and Vas at the back. It would have been great. Jamie Hart, Rhinestone is a joke. Right. Okay. If you fellas could pick your favourite film of 2021, what would it be? Vas, you go first, mate.
That's me. I haven't seen it.
Mark, you want to go first then?
Yeah, do you know that one,
Nothing
the Rocks? No, the one the Rocks just being in Red Notice.
Oh, you like that?
Just on
I've not
Netflix
seen
now.
it yet. Yeah.
That's good. I enjoyed the one that pops to my head straight away. Anyway, Red Notice. I just thought the dialogue between the Rock and what's he called, Deadpool actor man.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. I just thought Ryan Reynolds taking the piss out the Rock for 2 hours was fucking brilliant. Like,
I'll have to watch it. I've not seen that one yet. What about yourself, Vas?
It wasn't Red Notice. For sure, I didn't like that film at all.
did you not? Oh, it was good.
The ending didn't make any sense at all. They just made that up.
No, I've seen that. I went to pictures to watch Jungle Cruise. Jungle Cruise was good. Like,
that's better than Red Notice.
That was good. I haven't seen many 2021 films, to be fair. I've been watching loads of old movies. Like,
yeah, I've not been blown away by anything.
I've still got to see the new James Bond film. I've still got to see Halloween Kills.
I've seen both of them. Halloween Kills is average.
Yeah,
James Bond's good, but James Bond is just another James Bond movie. I think James Bond for me is it's just done. It's the same movie for like the last fucking 18 movies or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I love them. I'd say
you know what you're gonna get. You know you're gonna enjoy a James Bond movie. You know it's always gonna be good, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. I'd say
I don't think it's a cinema movie anymore. I think it should just be like a straight to Netflix or something to me now, like James Bond.
I know Vas hasn't seen any of the Pierce Brosnan films. The Daniel Craig films, sorry.
Yeah.
So come on, Vas, hit me with it. What is your favourite film you've seen from 2021?
Oh shit. Let me think. I don't know, man. I've not been blown away by anything.
You have to promote horror because you are the horror channel.
Well, I'm going to promote.
What's your favourite horror movie you've seen this year?
I said before in my competition video, I said it was Shadow in the Cloud. That's the one I enjoyed the most. But not many people like that film.
That yet.
The one I enjoyed the most, I think, was Spiral. I know that got a lot of hate, but I thought that was a really enjoyable film. I really liked it.
But it's not brilliant.
I haven't watched that
it's not
yet.
Brilliant. It's good, but it's not a brilliant film.
No, it's not bad. Is
that Chris Rock?
Yeah,
not bad.
yeah.
I'm not a fan of Chris Rock.
Yeah, well, I'm not a massive fan of his, but I just think he did good in that film because it wasn't a comedy. It was a horror film or a thriller, whatever you want to call the Saw franchise. And it was a reboot. It was something different because they kept churning the Saw films out and they were just getting ridiculous in the sense that somebody who's got absolutely nothing to do with the original dude is now fucking killing and so it's good to just have something fresh.
I thought Jigsaw was better than Spiral, to be honest. I really enjoyed Jigsaw.
Yeah, I wasn't keen on Jigsaw, but I just think Spiral being a new take. Well, it might have been because I had very low expectations for it as well, but it hit like.
How many Saw movies are there?
Oh, 6.
I've only watched the first 4. After 4, I've stopped.
6. I thought it was 8. But I could be wrong.
I think it was Saw 3D. That was the 7th one, and then Jigsaw, and then Spiral.
I thought it was 6, then Jigsaw, then Spiral. But I've got them all anyway. But I'm not, as I say, I'm not. The first one is absolutely amazing. It's probably one of my favourite films. Amazing. But then as I say, they just went down.
I love the first 2.
Yeah.
And then after that, I thought some of the scenes in the second one was good, where she gets thrown into like all the needles and there's the one where they put the hand in, they grab a key and try to run it back out, and there's like all these things get stuck on her there.
Well, apparently that big pool of needles was collected from Ferry Hill.
Right. Wouldn't be surprised.
Jamie Hart saying it's freaking hilarious. She's talking about Rhinestone again. Have you seen Executioners from Shaolin? It's action martial arts, 1970s. No, but it sounds like the exact sort of thing RZA would talk about in Wu-Tang Clan.
I've seen Terrorists and Executioners.
I've not seen that. I watched.
Oh, you don't want to? It's not a movie. It's true life from like Afghanistan, where they're chopping people's hands off and stuff like that. So
I saw a film recently called Carpet Fitters versus Zombies, and that was an awesome film.
I've never heard of that. Like,
yeah, it's really good. Yeah, really good. It's a bit like, yeah, honestly, really good. It's comedy. It's like Shaun of the Dead, that sort of thing, but it's just done really well. True British comedy. Ricky and guys, how's it going? Eastwood fan for life. How are we? We have got an absolute veteran in the house in the form of Carlos. Thank you.
How do, Carlos?
We're doing well. Thank you very much, Carlos. Thank you very much for joining us as well. It is greatly appreciated. My favorite of the year is definitely Don't Breathe 2. It was pure action and a twisted story. 5 hearts.
Really good.
Never seen it yet.
Really good.
I'm a bit scared to watch it because of tarnishing the first, because he's supposed to be a villain, isn't he? And it looks in the trailers, it looks like they're making him out to be a bit of an anti-hero, as it were. And it's like,
the thing is, they explain it all. I mean, he has to like confess and all this. He goes through enough to like warrant like being sorry for what he's done. So he kind of total sense. Yeah, I really like it.
I love the first one, but I'm going to watch the second. I'll probably cop it on Blu-ray or something like that. I agree with you guys on James Bond. I love those films, but they need to switch it up somehow. Well, I thought the Daniel Craig ones had switched it up, to be fair.
Well, I would say how they're going to switch it up, but if you haven't seen it, then it would ruin the movie. So
I've heard he dies at the end or something like that, but it's like, what? So
it's definitely going in a female direction.
No.
The new 007 is going to be a female.
No,
is it?
That's wrong. No. That can't happen. That's nothing against women. It's not. It's just they should learn from Ghostbusters 2016. Come on.
And the girl that's in the new one, I don't think she could carry a James Bond movie. I think it would have to be someone else if they're going to go that direction. Like,
I don't agree with it. It's ridiculous. It's just James Bond. I know I've heard in the new one that woman's 007 because he left and came back or whatever. You just think, well,
yeah.
But that's another thing that sort of held me back a bit, is that it's going into that woke territory, and I'm just can't stand it. Jamie Hart is saying she liked Spiral a lot, a bit predictable but enjoyable, and the first thing I've seen at the theatre since COVID hit. Yeah, it's same for me. Mr. Frederick West. After 10 Saw movies, you don't need spin-offs, lads. Come on. After 10. Oh, after 10 Saw movies.
Has there been 10? Has that? Bloody hell.
No, there can't be. There can't be that many. Surely to God. The Hidden, 1987. Good sci-fi action. I've not seen that either.
That's a good shout, man. You should watch that movie. Carl McLachlan. It's a really good film, that.
Yeah? I'll have to check it out.
Oh, I can't believe I haven't seen that. It's a classic, that movie. The Hidden.
The Hidden?
It's absolutely.
I might have seen it. Yeah. I don't know.
The alien jumps from body to body. It's really, really good.
That rings a bell. Yeah.
Yeah, look it up, guys. Really, really fun.
And congratulations, Matthew. You have mentioned a film that one of us has seen.
And a good one at that.
Yeah. Jamie Hart saying, don't shy away from Don't Breathe 2, Ricky. It's freaking twisted. No one is a good guy, really. That's good to know then, because you think on the first one he's a victim, but then you see what he's doing with that turkey baster down in the in the cellar, and you think, he's not a very good guy, really, is he? Let's be honest. Oh, that is the end of the comments. So we're going to start wrapping it up there, guys. Thank you very, very much for joining us. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Vas. It has been an absolutely legendary experience. I feel like I'm on Armed Celebrity. I really do. Sorry about the technical differences at the beginning, but
I know next time I'm on, I know what I'm doing.
Blame Mark. Blame Mark. But yeah, Mr. Frederick West is saying, my first date night with our lass was sore. You couldn't walk straight for a fortnight. I don't get it.
Sawed his leg off.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I thought he was talking about boning her after and then like walking up John Wayne or something. But
he's had about 10 cans by now, man.
Yeah, okay. But yes, so thank you very, very much for watching. I've had an absolute blast. Thank you very much to Mark for joining us. Thank you very much to Vas for coming back again. We're still none the wiser about what the best action film ever made is. So we're just going to have to go with Vas. Oh, 1 second. Veteran, haha. Mark, I know he's a big Sly fan. What does he think of the Expendables, the cast of the Expendables 4?
I haven't actually seen who's the cast. Who's the bad guy? I know it's all the same as Statham, all that type. It's John.
Yeah, Statham. Hopefully Schwarzenegger's going to be in it. I don't know who the...
There'll be Bruce Willis, Chuck Norris, I would have thought. I don't know who's the bad guy.
No.
Bruce Willis isn't he?
He got obliterated, didn't he?
It depends on who. It depends on who the bad guy is. That's what makes a difference to the movie. It needs someone like, because I say the first one, the bad guy wasn't that good. The second one was Jean-Claude Van Damme, which was epic. You need someone like that.
Yep. Fred West is saying that the fourth one's got to be Seagal. Well, he tried getting Seagal and he kept turning it down for his fucking straight to bargain basket fucking films. George Seagal, right? Okay. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up here anyway, guys. Thank you very, very much for tuning in. Mark, thank you very much for joining me. It's been a pleasure to talk to you face to face after all this time. Vas, it has been an absolute honor to have you on again. We'll get you on again soon. Oh, hang on. No, 50 Cent and Megan Fox are in it. No, Arnie, Bruce. Arnold needs to be in it. Otherwise, I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it if there's no Arnold. He made my shoes bigger than this car.
Come on, do it.
Gets in that smart car with Bruce, doesn't he? But yeah, okay, we're going to wrap it up there, guys. And I will speak to you very, very soon on the next show where I've got 2 more very special guests. Thank you, Mark and Vas. I'll have a word with you in a moment. Take care, everybody. Thank you very much. Goodbye.